Welcome back to Passionate World Talk Radio. Educate, enlighten, entertain. And today, for on her program, Mrs. Berrah is going to discuss our common faith and why people isolate themselves with technology. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So, why do people isolate themselves with technology?
This topic is common to all faiths because the whole world uses technology, and we it's something that's important to all of us because the benefits of technology are huge. Especially now that we are dealing with the coronavirus pandemic, technology is and social distancing is something not in the sense what meant by the French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre that hell is other people, but we are practicing social distance to take care of each other and to avoid spreading the virus. So this is something, technology is just unbelievable, come at the right time for us. So because of technology, we are able to be in touch with our family, friends, by video phone calls. Because of technology, children, students are able to be trained online by school teacher and professor. Because of technology, we are able to attend virtual church services, and pastors are able to worship with their congregants and while they are on quarantine. This is something just unbelievable. We came at the right time, and businesses online flourish and prosper. So we cannot even imagine how we could deal with these dire circumstances without technology. But why people isolating themselves with technology? People are tempted to isolate themselves with technology to hide their anxiety. And this is something normal because they don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. They are worried for how they are going to pay their bills, how they are going to take care of their family. Stock market has crashed many times. And so they are trying, responsible people are trying to find a solution to try to anticipate and to see how they can be for the sake of their family. But you know, my friend, there is always two sides on a coin. Let's use the brighter side of the coin. You see, it's also time, this time, because they are most of the time they work at home, it's time to connect or to reconnect with our family members in our household. We have more time to spend with our spouse, more time to spend with our children, and we can observe and cater their psychological needs, be closer to them. And also, it's a great time to play family games like the old Monopoly or Scrabbles and something to be closer, to be together. It's a blessing that we should miss this opportunity. We should miss that because it's a blessing. Why? If we choose to isolate ourselves with technology, is not a constructive solution. Because, you know, we forgot and we didn't pay illusion about our blessings, those blessings we were like going out freely without social distance, doing whatever we want. We can't wait to get back to those times. We can't wait to get back to those times. So it's it's time to, you know, to go from pride to humility, to reflect, to meditate, and to pray, because this situation obviously is showing us our smallness compared to the greatness of the Almighty. And after that, a tiny virus that we cannot even see unless we took a microscope is shutting down the whole world. And this virus doesn't discriminate against anyone. Wealthy people, poor people, rich nation, poor nations, Jewish, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, non-believers. It doesn't discriminate, and it doesn't recognize race, sex, nothing, geography, nationality. The only thing to that virus, our human body is the best host. So we have to realize our oneness, that as a species, we are one unique species on planet Earth. And it's time to take care of each other, to respect each other, and it's a moral obligation to rethink our world as a human brotherhood. This is up to our youth in the United States and the youth of the world to rethink, to reshape the world. Because the people who are suffering the most of this situation are young people, because they are used to socialize. It's something very strange to them. And it's a situation we never happened before, not even in a wartime. Look, they came to Miami. I live in Miami. They come to Miami to enjoy the beautiful beaches and have fun. And a few days later, all restaurants were closed, beaches were closed, hotels were closed, and they have to go back home and study, attend classes, virtual classes online, because all university and school are closed. And young people all around the globe are experiencing the same circumstances. We never had the same at home orders before, not even in wartime. 2 days ago, I had the opportunity to talk to a 94 years old nun. She's a prominent former member of the French resistance, the group who were fighting against the Nazi German occupation France, and she has the opportunity to work with a lot of US Air Force pilots who went to France to rescue France, and to defend France. So I was asking her, do you have such time, like containment, stay-at-home orders? She told me, no, not at all. The only thing as a stay-home orders was half an hour before the scheduled bombing attack. So they will have an alarm warning to warn people that they have to be home and to be underground, so the bombing attack can occur at the time. And that was it. After the bombing attack, they were free to go in the street and to do whatever they wanted. So this is, and she said, it's a very special time. It's a very unique. So hearing that for a veteran for the last war, that World War II, is something that makes us think. So now that our young people are homebound because they cannot do otherwise, they have, and they can meditate and think and rethink our world. How can they make the world like a better place? How come they are conscious of our uniqueness as a human being on planet Earth? They have to rethink our world altogether with the other young people of the world and to plant seeds of solidarity and peace. This is the only moment that we have, and they should not miss this opportunity. We count on them. To conclude, I'm going to read 2 paragraphs from my husband, Dr. Ghoulem Berrah, memoir, that he wrote. And in his epilogue, he always counts on young people. And 10 years ago, it's already sold in his epilogue. I'm going to read because I don't want to. So, after circling the world 40 times, I took the decision to retire and settle down in the United States, having resigned from my tenure professional and his commitment at Yale University a little over 3 decades earlier to answer the call of Africa. My purpose was to go back and serve the continent. I was obligated to work hard for a better world. My most esteemed wish was support Africa development and create conditions to allow every newly independent country to excel among the concert of nations. Wishing that my soul would not only enhance relations among all nations, but more importantly, it would motivate the youth of the world to interact in harmony. The rapprochement, I believe, would serve as an augmentation of conscientiousness and mobilize future generations to embrace the spirit of oneness on planet Earth. We sail on the same boat, though each of us disembark on a different day and hour to join our Maker. There is a second paragraph that I wish to read. Is I place my faith and trust in the youth to meet the challenges by saying no to hatred and doing their very best to make the world a better place, while getting rid of cliches and thinking with their own heads, they might reveal the best part of themselves. Only then will their vital impulses and their creative genius take over. Peace starts with each of us. It should not be a dream. We must take the pursuit of peace our constant reality. Young people today's youth, yes, young people have their own way of seeing things. They are all connected through social media and want more interaction to understand the rest of the world. They seem poised and ready to undertake action and get to the roots of problems. They are intent on changing the world by being fair and transparent. This will be my conclusion. My friends, let's pray for people who are stricken by the virus. Let's pray for each other. Let's pray for the whole world. And let's ask the blessing from the Almighty for the whole world.
Put it out to the universe.
To the universe. Thank you for listening, and may the Almighty bless you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to listening to PW Talk Radio. And you can see this video all over again with Mrs. Berrah over at YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and on the website, https://passionateworldtalkradio.com. Right-hand side of the page, look for her site, Our Common Faith, and it should be posted on her website. And before you show everybody the book. That's the book that her husband wrote. Turn it this way. That's it. A Dream for Peace. Yes. And that's the book she's promoting. And you can buy it on Amazon, online, Barnes & Noble, online. Tell them, please, your website.
www.berrahfoundation.org. That's the website of Our Common Faith and the plea for interfaith harmony. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And before we all go away, Anonymous had this to say in the early 18th century: knowledge, sense, honesty, learning, good behavior are the chief things towards making a man's fortune, next to interest and opportunity. Thank you all very much for listening to Our Common Faith with Mrs. Berrah, who is promoting her husband's book, Our Common Faith. And remember, until next time, please stay healthy.